Welcome back to the garage, where we're continuing work on my 1990 Nissan 300ZX twin-turbo Z32. Now, we left off with the last episode pulling the transmission out of my car because it was starting to grind in second and fifth gear. Now, I kind of left a cliffhanger on how we're going to actually fix the transmission. Well, the truth is, we're not going to fix the old transmission. We're going to put a brand new 98-year spec Nissan brand new transmission into this car. And in fact, it's right behind me. It was just delivered today, and it is an enormous box. It had to come freight, but it did come right to my doorstep. I had to get creative with unloading it into the back of my pickup truck and then pushing it off into the garage. But either way, it is here, and can you believe it is a brand new factory Nissan transmission? Just look at this thing. It even says Nissan on the side of the box. You got your part number 3201054P21. Pretty neat. I also ordered a few more parts for the car. We got some new mid pipes inside of there, as well as a new clutch and a few other pieces to make this new installation go smoothly. Now, I decided to go with a brand new factory transmission because, in fact, these aren't really that expensive. I mean, they are about $1,800, but when you look at the cost to rebuild an old one, if you can even do it, because a lot of the parts are no longer available, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. Just really buying a brand new one is the best way to go. I really got tired of trying out used transmissions and hoping I found a good one. I said, you know what? Just get a new one and we'll know for sure that it'll be good for the future. Now, this one again is a 98 spec transmission, meaning Nissan sold the Z32 up until year 2000 in Japan, and they decided to revise the transmission, put stronger synchros inside of there, and revise a few other pieces so that it would be a lot hardier of a transmission. And that's what this is. That's why there's still some left in inventory at Nissan, and it's pretty cool that you can still get them. So in this video, we're just gonna unbox everything and take a look at what a brand new Z32 transmission looks like. Let's get to it. So there it is, brand new transmission. It's kind of strange, a component that big still gets wrapped up as if it was just like something you could hold in your hands. Looks like this has also been packed with a lot of the other parts I've ordered, such as a new clutch, and well, let's just go through it and see what it is. This is a new clutch, I believe. It's not that the one in the car is bad or anything, but it'd be silly to go through all this work and put in the old clutch again. I will reuse the flywheel that's in there, since it is a nice still-in aluminum lightweight flywheel that's in good shape. So here is the pressure plate. Looks like it's a Vallejo brand one. You got a new alignment tool and new pilot bushing that goes into the end of the crankshaft. We've got 3 cases of Redline MT90. Now, I think this transmission actually comes pre-filled with transmission fluid, but I'll probably change it out after 1,000 miles or so and fill it up with this stuff. This, I think, is a new clutch fork lever. This is the redesigned clutch fork from the, I believe, 350Z. It's a solid cast part instead of a stamped steel part from the original 300ZX. And this is a Nissan branded part. And sure enough, that's it in there. I'm not going to unwrap it at this time, but it's pretty hefty. This thing weighs, I don't know, 5 pounds or so. Definitely not messing around. Here we've got a new chromoly pivot point for that clutch fork. New springs as well, and a new dust boot cover. I wasn't sure if the new transmission would come with the dust boot for the shift fork, but there it is anyways. Here is the new friction plate for the clutch. This is manufactured by Exedy. So the clutch kit is put together by Z1 Motorsports, but it looks like these are all components from off-the-shelf manufacturers. So here's an Exidy friction plate and then a Vallejo pressure plate. And this is a new throwout bearing. This is a Koyo one, so good brand as well. Next, we've got a brand new Nissan slave cylinder for the clutch. So I have replaced the slave cylinder before on this car, but it was with an inexpensive aftermarket one. I forget which company made it, but the original one was leaking. But ever since I put that new one in there, the clutch never really felt right. It felt like there was too much slack in the pedal, and I adjusted the adjustment all the way out, and I could never get the pedal to feel right. So I never felt like it was getting a full articulation. So I decided, you know what, let's just get a brand new Nissan braided one so that when I put it in, I know it's going to work right. I can already tell that the construction of this is far superior to the one I put in. It's just the machine surfaces are much better, all the hardware is plated and it looks very nice. So I think it was a good idea. I mean, it was like $90 or something. It makes sense to just spend the money so you never have to do it again. Here is an exhaust hardware set. Here's a nice little enhancement. This is a short shift kit. So it's not that the throws on the stock shifter are that long, but the short shift really should improve the feel all the way around, especially with the new transmission with fresh synchros. This is really going to make the whole driving experience much more sporty. At least I hope so. It's a new clutch sleeve, so the throwout bearing sleeve. The old one is cracked, and it still worked, but this one is guaranteed to be good for the future. This is gorgeous. I gotta get a closer look at this. Get a look at that. Wow. It just blows my mind that you can still buy these things new, and not even just new, but they're improved design for a car that's almost 30 years old. That is just incredible. I just don't think there's any way you could clean up an old transmission to make it look like this. I mean, this thing is just pristine. It even comes with all the switches on the side, like the reverse switch and the neutral safety switch. I mean, that's pretty cool. Gosh, even the nickel plating or the cadmium plating on that shift linkage. I mean, there's just no way you could make the old one look as good as this. Again, for about $1,800, this is an absolute bargain. I cannot wait to get this thing in the car. All right, so we have one more box left to unwrap, and it's over here. And again, I think these are the exhaust mid pipes. So let's get in there and open the box. So these are considered test pipe. There is no baffling or catalytic converter in these, but then again, the ones that were in the car didn't have a catalytic converter in them anymore either. They did have some baffles, but they had pretty much rotted out, so I guarantee these won't sound a whole lot different once they're installed. But you'll get better flow because there's not that stupid splice that had been made on the old ones, so it should have better flow than the ones I pulled out. And they just look amazing. Even the flanges, those are some thick flanges, so these won't bend, hopefully, when I go to tighten them up. Obviously, very nice construction. Nice welds throughout. Looks like someone TIG welded that. So 2 of these in there, and this is going to make the rest of the exhaust system look absolutely terrible because these are brand new and shiny and beautiful. All right, so that's all the parts I ordered, and it's pretty exciting. I'm excited to get these in the car, so be sure to tune in for the next episode where we do put these into the car. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.